So we are live. We are live now.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. You're welcome back to another session, another scholarship application session. Today we'll be talking about Erasmus Mundus Scholarship Application, the fully funded scholarship to different parts of Europe. I love to state that all programs have mobility tracks. So that means that you have the opportunity to study in more than one country in Europe. So let us know our guest. My name is Kudrat, and I won the European Forestry Scholarship and also the Sustainable Forest and Nature Management to study under the Erasmus Mundus Scholarship in 2022. So I'm done with my studies. So let us know our guest, a fresh Erasmus Mundus awardee. Let us know your name, state of origin as a Nigerian, and the universities you've attended and the one you attended. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity to share my experience, and I appreciate you for the amazing work you are doing. So my name is Grace Allo. I'm from Ekiti State. I graduated from the Federal University of Technology, Akure, from the Department of Forestry and Wood Technology, same as the host. And I recently started my Erasmus Mundus Joint Master's Program in Global Forestry at the University of Copenhagen in Denmark. Yeah.
Okay, from Ekiti State.
Yeah.
Okay, we both studied at FUTA, same department.
Yes.
Congratulations once again. So let
Thank
us go to, I would love to talk about, we don't know if we have any guest who can drop their intended program.
yeah.
Let us have any of our audience, any person who is looking forward to applying for Erasmus Mundus this year. If you have any program in mind, let us go for that first. So, Grace, was GLOFOR the only program you applied for in 2023?
No, no. I actually
Can we
applied
know
to
the
just yeah. Actually
how
applied to
many did you
just
apply?
I applied to just two programs, Sufonama and Glow4. However, there are several programs of forestry, like I think close to 10, if not more than 10. Like forestry graduates can apply to, but I applied to just Sufonama and Global Forestry. Sustainable Forest Management and Global Forestry. And I was awarded the Global Forestry.
So, what was the result for Sofonama?
I was rejected, but I think I
So,
know why
what
I
is
was rejected.
why?
yeah,
Why?
because during my application, there was a document they shared us that was the CGPA conversion, and I converted my we were to convert our CGPA to percentage, and I converted my CGPA wrongly. Although Global Forestry, they sent me a mail um to to review the CGPA conversion I sent to them that it was wrong, and they allowed me to reconvert it and resend the document back to them. However, Sofonama didn't give me the opportunity to redeem myself. So I think so when I converted my CGPA to a lower grade. So I think that was the issue.
To a lower grade? That's
Yeah,
really
to a
that's
lower percentage. Yeah.
yeah. So, what is the advice for people who just think they should just apply for a single program on Erasmus? What is the advice for them
Yeah, I
with your
think
experience?
I think you should apply to more than one program because you never can tell. You just have to shoot your shots. You don't know which one is going to click. You might be lucky that everything is going to click, and you might be lucky that it's just one or two that would click. So you just need to shoot your shots. Don't limit yourself. However, you need to prepare adequately. You don't just need to apply generically. You need to have like specified motivation letter and documents for each program. You don't just apply because you want to apply to a lot of programs. You need to prepare well for the programs you want to apply to.
Yeah. For me, I'd love to share my own experience as well. In 2021, I applied for 5 Erasmus Mundus programs. Applied for Med4, Sufonama, European Forestry, applied for Tropimundo. It is for forestry students as well, and I applied for another program. There was no GLO4 then. GLO4 came after I won
Yeah.
the scholarship. So that is to say that you can apply for more than two, more than three. In fact, I have friends who applied for eight, 10, and they got two, some got one. So that is to say that you can do more. So another question would be, what are the tips? What are the things you think helped you win the scholarship?
Yeah, for me, firstly, it's the first factor is God factor, because I cannot underestimate the role of God in my application.
True.
So, yeah. So another thing that helped me was I prepared my documents way earlier. Like I think I heard about Erasmus in like my third year in university. So I
Nice.
already like, yeah, because lots of my seniors won Erasmus, so we're familiar with Erasmus program. So after graduation, I went through the catalog and I checked. Also, a senior colleague of mine, Brother Alua, he sent me um all the Erasmus program that I could apply to that were related to forestry. So and also I went through the catalog. There is like a keyword where you can search for there is a search button where you can filter and narrow down your search to particular interest. So I did that. Then after I checked each of the program requirements. So the first another first thing you need is your passport. Like that is a very important document you need. You need to have your passport. Then for me, I my program required English proficiency test. So before I even started applying for my program, I already did the English proficiency test because I already knew the application was starting this particular time and I needed the results to be ready before this time. So I did IELTS. Then my motivation letter. I crafted my motivation letter, and I did it in such a way that I linked this to the objective of the program that I was applying to. I had to read and understand the objective of the program, so I linked this with the objective, and I centered around the objective of the program and the mobility track that I was interested in. Then also I linked this with my undergraduate research, the problem I was trying to solve, and also the relevant courses that I've taken as regards the program I want to apply to. So yeah, then I like I said earlier, they for my program it required a CGPA conversion to percentage. They didn't use the conventional one we use in my school, so you needed to convert your CGPA to a percentage. So, but they gave us the Excel document, so it did it like automatically. Then what else? Yeah, then I did online courses that were related to the programs that I was applying for. I applied to two forestry programs, so the online courses were quite related to both
Mm-hmm.
courses. So yeah, I think I did about five online courses. Yeah. Then I my
I
program
think at,
required.
I think at a point you had my motivation letter as well,
Yes,
which really
yes, yes. Yeah, he
okay.
helped me. Yes, he did. So my program required. The thing is, each program has specific requirements, so you cannot generalize the requirements. So you need to check the program websites to know what documents you need, because not all documents are relevant for every program. Some program have like more
Mhm.
extreme documents, while some require just limited documents. So then reference letter, I already got that before all of these my documents. I got it ready before the application cycle started. So I got my reference letter from my supervisor and a lecturer in my department.
Okay.
Then there's the proof of residence to ascertain that you are a Nigerian and you stay in a particular local government. It might not be required for all programs, but for my program, I needed a proof of residence.
I think
Yeah,
it is for all. Yeah.
yeah.
I think
Then
it is.
the CV. there's a specific CV for Erasmus, which is the Europa CV. So yeah, it's not anything. It's not a very difficult thing to do. You just need to it's just a format. So you just need to incorporate your previous CV into the format. That's just it. So you cannot submit
Oh,
the normal CV. You need to convert into the Europass CV format. Yeah. So I think your for my program, that's my passport, my IELTS results, motivation letter, Europass CV, online courses, proof of residence, reference letter, and CGPA conversion. Yeah. So that was all the documents that I used to apply for my program.
that was that was detailed. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you talked about
Yes, I
some
can hear you.
programs. Yeah, programs having varying requirements. For me, when I
Yes.
won Sufonama and European Forestry, for Sufonama, it required motivation letter. Why
Mm.
for European Forestry, they have their own question. Let's say question.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you just need to,
Yeah. Some program requires like video essay. You need to present your. Some programs require video essay. Some programs require research proposal. So you need to go to the website of the programs you want to apply to know the documents to prepare.
yeah. So how important do you think the Erasmus Mundus catalog is? How
Like
important do you think it
it
is?
is for anyone who wants to navigate through Erasmus Mundus program. I feel like that is your best bet. That is everything you need because it is a very detailed catalog. Like once you just click on it and you search for a keyword, say you are interested in sustainability and you search for sustainability, it brings out every course related to sustainability. So and when once you bring out the course, it brings out the link to the course. So you just click on the link and you get all the information you need. So the first thing you need in this journey for Erasmus scholarship is to make the catalog your best friend. So you
Yes,
need
yeah,
to
I
and you
agree.
need to always check the Erasmus catalog because there are always new courses. They always add new courses like every
Thank,
cycle.
thank you
Yeah.
for stating that. I have
Yeah.
I have some new videos on catalog.
Yeah.
Do you think,
They,
what advice do you have for art students, commercial students who think that Erasmus is just for science students because we have more of science programs?
Erasmus is for everybody. Like there's some courses that you won't even imagine. Like you feel like no, this course cannot be on Erasmus. Course,
I saw something like
yeah.
children toy and game. So you can imagine.
Yeah, I have a friend that is in education and she wants to apply for this program. Like Erasmus is for everybody. Like there's no course. Like I don't think there's any course that you won't find on Erasmus catalog. I don't think there's any
Even
specific
doctors
interest.
have won,
Yes,
medical
yes,
students have won.
yeah,
So I
exactly.
have yeah, I have a video
Because for
for
my yeah,
non-science and new programs. I have videos
yeah,
for
when we went yeah.
continue, Grace. If you have anything.
No, yeah, so when during the Erasmus departure orientation, like we met several students from different field of interest, medicine, art, science,
Yeah.
law. So it cuts across all discipline. It's not streamlined to just STEM alone.
Okay. For the proof of residence, do you think I can use my parents' utility bill that doesn't carry my name? What do you have to say about it?
No, every of your document has to carry your name because you are doing a personal application. So it has to carry your name and your details. So you cannot use anybody's anybody's document for the application. And to get the proof of residence is not something that you local government office to get it. It doesn't have to be your local government, like your what's it called? It doesn't have to be your state of
Secretariat,
origin.
it can
It
be
can be from
courts.
your
It can be from the
yes,
courts.
it doesn't have to be from your state of origin. It can be from the courts. It can be from your local government of residence. It can be from anywhere.
What do you have for people, for Nigerians in the diaspora who want to apply for Erasmus? Do you think they can apply? Do you think they can't apply? Do you have anything to say about that? You d- Hello?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Nigerians in the diaspora, some people had their bachelor's degree abroad. Do you think they can apply for Erasmus? Because I've received so many questions. I'm currently having my bachelor's education in Turkey. Can I apply for Erasmus? And the answer is yes, you can apply for Erasmus. But there is something called the program country and the partner country under Erasmus. You must check to know which one you're applying from. For instance, if you're applying for my program, Sustainable Forest and Nature Management from from the UK, that means you're applying from one of the countries where you can study, because one of the countries under Sufunama is the UK. The UK, Germany, Denmark, Sweden, and Italy. So make sure that you are choosing the right option when it comes to the country where you're applying from. So you can apply from anywhere. Also, I have a new video on programs that do not have scholarship for 2024 application. Over the years, we've had situations whereby applicants apply for programs that do not have scholarship for that year. So the funding is always renewed. For my program, for instance, the funding ended for my cohort, and there was a break where the application opened, but there was no scholarship till this year. They're having another new set for the new funding. So I think the first thing after checking the catalog is to ensure that your program of choice have funding for the year you have when you're applying. I have a new video on that. We have a long list of programs that do not have funding for 2024 applicants. So you must check that after checking the catalog. So, Grace, what advice do you have for people who think that Erasmus application is just for graduates? People who have graduated already. Yeah, welcome back. For
Yeah.
you, using
So
your experience as an example, yeah.
yeah, for me, I was a fresh graduate and I already started the application, compiling my application documents before, or I think just like few weeks or like a month after I graduated.
So that's to show that,
So it's not just for graduates alone, because they specify that undergraduates in their final year can apply.
yeah. So you don't need your NYSC certificate for Nigerians. I know we may have people who are not Nigerians on the live session. So you don't need your NYSC certificate to win Erasmus. So we have some questions before we go into another set. Let's try to answer some questions. Okay. The one from court. How do we request for it? You go to court. Did you get your residence proof from court? Grace, did you? I think she has internet issue. I did in 2020. I got a resident proof from court. You go to the court and you tell them what you need and give them the details of the information you want on the proof of residence. I have a video on that, but I think it's set as private currently. You can check the video later. I shared my sample, my proof of residence in the video, so you can check. Just go to court, but it is paid. You have to pay for it, though not expensive. You have to pay for it. It tell them what you want on the proof of residence, your full name, your full address. It must be stamped, signed, and other details. I talked about it in the video. So you can check the video later. Is there any course that relate to education? We have so many. Yeah, that means you've not checked my video on courses available on Erasmus. We have so many. Grace, can we go into the catalog?
Yeah, sorry.
Can you share me the link if you have it?
Yes, I
No
want to add
problem.
to.
Okay, you can. Sure.
Yeah, so for the proof of residence, you need to include your date of birth. I don't know if it's same for all programs, but I needed to
Nice.
include my
Thank
date
you.
of birth in the proof of residence.
Thank you for stating that. I did not, but before I was given the scholarship, I was given a conditional scholarship. So I was asked to go to my university so that they send my transcript with my date of birth. I think that was why they emphasized on date of birth. So make sure you have your date of birth, your full address, full name on a letterhead, stamped, signed to show your residence. So, okay, link for catalog. Can we get a link? Let me see. Do you have the link
Yeah,
there?
no, but once you just type Erasmus catalog, it pops up. So
It's yeah, yeah. Okay. For the IELTS, can you give tips that help you pass IELTS once? I did as well because my program required IELTS. So, what
yeah,
tips helped
it's
you?
just it's just it's just constant practice. I tell people that IELTS is not hard. Like they're just
It's
testing
not. It's
if
not.
you know
People are
if
scared.
you are good with English. It's not hard. It's not hard. It's just technical. Like you need to understand what they are trying to ask you and know how to answer questions. Yeah, for me, what I had issues with mostly was my writing and with constant
Uh,
practice because there are
for
lots
me,
of
it was
yeah
reading. For me,
yeah reading too. Reading too. I think listening was like
I
the
can
easiest
write.
for me.
I love
Yeah,
writing. Listening and speaking is easy. You can read about it
yeah. The
few
speaking is
hours to
just
your
like as
exam.
speaking to a friend. It's not anything deep.
Exam.
Just like as speaking to a friend. That's just how the speaking is.
And make
But
sure
the
you don't take
writing,
time before you answer
yeah,
questions.
yeah. And the
Right?
writing with constant practice, there are a lot of materials on YouTube that you can
In
check
fact, really
and
helped me.
help with. Yeah,
Really
yeah.
helped me.
So it's not hard. IELTS is is easy.
It's
Not very
easy.
easy,
It's
but it's easy.
easy. It's easy. Easy.
Constant practice. You can take if you practice within like it depends on you. But if you do like constant practice for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you're good to go.
Yeah.
My opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. For me too. I was doing a lot of things at the time I wrote my exam, and though I went to a tutorial, I wasn't so serious about tutorial. It was a month paid tutorial,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
had two classes in a week. So that means 8 times in a month. So I think I went 5 times. I wasn't so serious about it
So
because I already
for
had
me,
a number of YouTube videos, so I already knew everything. But the class was to ask questions physically, like see person one on one to ask questions. That was why I went for the tutorial. So, how do you think the European CV is different from the normal academic CV?
it is just the
Because of
format.
people
It's
trying to
not
convert.
the European CV is just a different format from the normal CV. It's the same information you're transferring from your normal CV into the Europa. It's just a format. Yeah.
Because people may get confused when they hear Europa CV, academic CV. So it's just the
It's just the
arrangements
same
that
as your. It's just the arrangement that is different. And
Yeah.
you can find the format online. Is not something that you can just check for Europa CV formats and you get it online.
For you, did you design the CV yourself or you use the automatic online? Which one would you advise?
Yeah, I designed the CV myself because I had a CV from someone that already did the Europa CV. So um I just converted. I added my information into the format. So
For me, I design as well. I don't like automatic because to edit can be stressful.
yeah,
So it's easier for me to change to PDF, edit, change to Word, edit, and change back.
yeah.
I don't know if
And you can add
any or
your you can add your
you can
yeah. I
what
was going to say you can add your picture too. You can add your picture
if you want to, but
if you want
I'll
to.
advise don't add your pictures.
Yeah.
I will advise
For
that,
me, I added my picture. So,
but I don't know.
is based on
No,
preference.
it's just
Yeah.
optional. You can and you may not. Can we get proficiency letter
Yeah,
from school instead
you
of?
can
Yeah,
and
you
you may.
can. I have a video on that too. Very easy. All universities can give you a proficiency letter.
Proficiency
In some
letter.
universities, it is paid. You have to pay, but in some universities,
Yeah.
they give out free. In Futa, did you get a proficiency letter?
No,
Grace.
I didn't. But it's
Oh,
paid. It's now paid.
for
No, I
me, it
didn't.
was
Yeah.
when I got
But if you
mine in
yeah,
2019, it was free.
so it's free.
And now I heard it is paid. So you can.
It's paid. But if you can
Anyone
afford to write there, yes.
seems sincerely.
If you can, because
However,
it gives you
looking at the cost, sometimes most people don't
yeah,
have
it's not
the
very
financial
expensive.
capacity,
Yeah.
and that doesn't mean you cannot win scholarship.
Yeah.
So you
But if you can
can.
make the
I
sacrifice,
have.
yeah,
If you can, it's worth it. I did, but so many people did not, and not so many people need IELTS for so many different other applications, scholarship applications. So Mastercard does not require IELTS. Chevney for to some schools, the Russian scholarship, there are so many of them. So, but if you want Erasmus, I'll advise you to write IELTS. So, let's see if anyone wants me to share my motivation letter and go through the content to show what's in there and what should be in the motivation letter. Let's see if anyone wants me to share. I can just do another video. So, how are you finding the Europe studying system compared to Nigeria?
yeah, it's actually very nice. It's flexible compared to Nigeria. It's flexible, and I think there's a misconception of people always saying that when once you travel out, like schooling is now much easier than Nigeria.
Who said that? Don't mind them.
Yeah, so it's basically like almost same thing.
Nothing.
It's
Same things. You just have the
it's just
resources,
more
I'll say.
flexible. Yeah. Yes, you have the
Yeah.
resources to make schooling easier for you. Yeah, just that.
Exactly. The environment, the timing, and
Exactly. Yeah.
everything. It's just you can plan your day. So that's just the difference. Nigerian lecturers are really trying to with the available resources, which is
Yeah, they are
very
trying.
good.
Yes, they are trying in their
They are doing well.
capacity. Yeah.
They are doing their best. So, what advice do you have for people who do not have? You think they don't have anybody to write their reference letter? Because some people said we just say I'm not a popular student. I'm not. I don't know. I don't want to go to any lecturer. How do you think they can approach
I feel
their
like
lecturers?
you need to build the relationship before you leave school. Like it's very
Okay.
important to build a relationship with your supervisor and lecturers before you leave school
Okay.
because you can't just randomly send a message to a lecturer that doesn't know you to write a reference letter for you. So while still in school as an undergraduate, you need to try to build a relationship with your supervisor and your lecturers. And after you leave school, you still need to continue the relationship, like check up on them once in a while to know how they are faring. Not that you just come to them for reference letter. Yeah. So just build relationship basically. You don't need to be a
Build
popular student to build a relationship.
exactly.
And reference
But
letter is very key in scholarship applications or graduate school applications. It's very important. You need a reference letter from your
I
lecturers.
think
So you just
I
need
think
to
at
build.
it I think at this point we need to acknowledge our lecturers at the Department of Forestry and Wood Technology, Federal University of Technology, Accra, Nigeria. I think most of them, if not all, are approachable and they are willing to help us grow.
Write
For
a reference
me,
letter.
I had like five options, five lecturers who were willing to write my motivation letter. Professor Ajayi was ready, always ready. Professor
Always
Oyemi,
ready.
always ready. Professor Vaj Adekule, always ready. Even though he was very busy at the time as a HOD. Professor Adedayo too, always ready, even though very busy as the academic
Yeah.
coordinator at the time. And we had Dr. Oloni Shakin and lots of them
Me,
always ready to
I'll
assist.
had professor.
Professor
I'll
Akindele,
had professor on
always
interview.
ready. Now the
My
VC of,
supervisor. His busy schedule
okay, okay, he was a supervisor.
within my
Always willing to,
yeah.
they are very, very helpful. We appreciate you, professors, in case they are listening or they are watching our video or they'll watch later. So let me try to share my motivation letter. I think a lot of people want me to share. Uh, Let me see if I can get it easily.
I think for the motivation letter,
Okay. But the advice I'll give is
yeah,
that
for the motivation,
avoid plagiarism. Make sure you are telling your
yeah,
own personal story, even though people's motivation letter that worked for them can assist you write your own thoughts properly. But make sure you are writing your own story. Because some people are very funny. They'll just search for the online courses I did, but because they did the IT where I was intent, they will change the name
yeah.
and they will submit. They will detect that someone already used the motivation letter. So try to, okay, let me share now. I'll present. And also, what do you think? Do you think reviewers are important when applying for scholarship? I don't know if anything reviewed your
I think
documents
reviewers are
or
important. Reviewers are
okay,
important. Although for me, nobody reviewed my motivation letter, and
okay,
that was
that's
because
interesting.
it was yeah, because I submitted on the day of the deadline, so
Oh, you
nobody
took
reviewed
your
my
time. You
yeah.
really took your
I took
time.
my time, and those that could review were busy, so they
Yeah, I
couldn't review for me. So I
understand.
just submitted with faith. But I would really advise that you get someone to review your, not even one person, more than like maybe two or more people to review your CV for you,
Now I'm
your
having
motivation letter.
I'm having issues um sharing, but I will share. I must share. I've opened here, but for me, I had a lot of friends because I tried for a few years. I tried twice before I got Erasmus. So I was actually willing to win MasterCard to the University of British Columbia, Canada. I tried, I got to the interview stage twice before the funding ended in 2020. So then when it ended, I got more serious with Erasmus to get more serious with my life because there was no funding on MasterCard UBC, obviously. So So then I put in all efforts to win two.
Yeah, but there's now yeah.
No, there was funding for Erasmus, the two I won. There was funding. I mean, there was
Yeah,
no
like I
funding
mean,
for
there's funding for
MasterCard.
Mastercard now. Yeah.
Maybe I won't be serious with Erasmus. So this is an advice for people who just keep applying for one particular scholarship. You should try to apply for all
Apply for
nine.
as many as you
So
can
yeah, that's why on this channel I have so many content of different scholarship.
because you never can tell. You never
Exactly,
can tell.
exactly. No one can tell. I have friends who won Commonwealth Shared, and then after Commonwealth Shared, they win Erasmus. I have people
Because yeah,
who got yeah, and also
because
code
I have
emailing works.
yeah, it does.
You can continue till I find my way around sharing the
Yeah,
screen.
saying I applied to Mastercard to and I
Nice,
applied to
nice.
Erasmus. But if I didn't apply for this program, I wouldn't have gotten it. So you just need to shoot your shot.
Exactly,
You never can tell.
exactly.
They're saying that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So you never can tell.
Yeah, yeah. I think I have my motivation letter now. Screen. Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Oh, nice. We have okay. So already we've talked about you going to the catalog, one, and then the second thing should be checking if there is scholarship for
Fun.
2024 applicants. That should be the second thing because I have maybe more than 15 programs on the catalog that has no funding for applicants this year. So you can imagine people applying for that, putting all efforts, and when the
Efforts, right?
results comes, they get you are not you are
There's no
being
funding
admitted as a
available.
self-funding.
Self-funded
So
students.
self-funded student. So can we read this? I don't think so. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I'm having issues. So sorry, people. I need to reduce the font.
Okay.
Just to reduce the fonts now. Did you do any code emailing? Do you know what code emailing is?
Yes. I did code emailing.
Share your
I tried
experience because
I tried code emailing. For me, none of the professors like reached out to me. And sometimes I have to
not
resend
all, not
yeah, sometimes I have to resend the emails that, oh, did you not get my email? Like probably maybe the email got lost or something.
reminders. You need to
Yeah, I
keep
have to
reminding
resend.
them.
Yes,
Code
yes. But
emailing is not easy.
yes, I have a friend that code emailing works for like he gets response from professors like with every email he sends. So
Every
just try everything. Just try everything out. You never can tell which is going to work out.
sincerely, just try everything. Try
Everything
everything you
possible.
can. Reach out to
And
what do
this
you think?
application,
Okay,
yeah, like these
you're
applications, they have
saying
several. Yeah, like they have several cycles. So they might not like you might have enough time to apply to like different you can combine all the applications together. Not like you have to leave one for another. So because
I
they
think
have
I have
like
my
timelines and yeah.
for people who think Erasmus have one opening date and deadline for our program. What do you have to say?
The deadlines are specific for each programs. There are different deadlines. Some program opens in October, while some opens in November. For my program, it opened in November and it closed in January. I think some closes in like February. I don't know about March, but they have different time frames. So you cannot generalize the time frames for all the programs. You need to check the program website for the deadlines.
So I think we've really gone through what can help people. So I don't know if The audience can check. Can you read? Can you see my motivation letter? Can you see
Yes.
it? You can see? Okay. So let me go through it. And if Grace has anything to add, you can. For Glow4, do you have any word limit or page limit for your motivation
Yes.
letter?
500 words. So you need to sell yourself in
Oh,
500.
interesting.
Every
Oh,
every word counts.
every word count. It is means two words. Okay.
Yeah.
For Sufonama, it was a page limit. So I needed to extend. Uh, you can see the side. I adjusted it.
Yes. So change the orientation, I think.
You get it. You get it. Even the top, the bottom. I used everything. But people can't see it. I don't know how we can do this. I really want to share, but if I can't, think I really want to share because we have so many things to put into writing, and sometimes we don't know how to put it together. You understand me? We don't know how to put it into writing. What advice do you have for people who already applied once or twice, who are looking at giving up currently? With your
Don't give
experience in
up.
Europe already,
Yeah, don't give up. You need just a yes. Don't give
yeah, we
up.
need it. Just a
It
yes,
might be
yeah.
the year you try to relent that it's going to come true for you. So you just need to keep applying. You just need to keep
Keep
pushing. It's not easy, but then once you
it's
get that
not.
yes, yeah, once you get that
Mm,
yes, then you forget all the struggles and everything.
in fact, you forget everything, everything.
Everything is going to look like, is this it? For me, it was like, is this it? Like, that's just it. After getting the yes, like, so I'm in already, like, no stress, nothing, all my efforts paid out and everything. So you just need that
Yeah.
1 year.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's go through. So let's go through it.
Yeah.
Can you see it now? I'm with you and me. Yeah, I think it's I
Yes.
think it's
It's
clearer.
clearer now. Yeah.
Yeah. And before I start, I would love to state that there is no best motivation letter. The best motivation letter is that can describe you, can write about you, can have your information. For me personally, I love to start with introduction. But so for some
Yeah.
people, they love to start with maybe objective of the program they're applying for. So you do not necessarily need to start with this. But for me, I love it. And my reviewers said it is nice.
Yeah.
So you should
It
have you
is.
should have a title. Should have a title. Maybe not for Erasmus, for any program you're attaching that require you to attach a document. Please have a title. So for these, I have Kudrat's blah blah blah, my name, motivation letter for, and you people that love to abbreviate, please avoid abbreviations in your CV and motivation letter. So write the full name, Sustainable Forest and Nature Management, 2022 to 20 cohort, or set. You may prefer set. So my name is this, and you can be a 2-1 graduate, very good. 2-2, we've seen on Erasmus people who had 2-2 during their
Yeah.
bachelors. So it doesn't
Yes.
matter. So this is just me, lucky me with first class lower. So let me just continue my story. So graduate of forestry and wood technology with a cumulative CGPA. You don't need to write CGPA, just write it in full. So I converted to percentage from my university. And when you write your university, make sure you are ending it with your country.
Yeah.
Maybe Ghana, maybe Nigeria, because no one in Europe know FUTA. So we don't know FUTA, except you tell us where you are coming from. So Nigeria. So my story began. Before attending this fifth in 2018, I'm referring to my degree. I completed a national diploma. Not everyone already did. I make sure all your information are dated. When you graduated, when you did a particular project, make sure they are dated because some people, we don't know when you graduated, where you graduated from. So I write to express my strong or keen interest or profound interest in MSc program in sustainable forest and nature management with the hope to continue my career in this field. For you, it may be that you have interest in a particular aspect in microbiology. Maybe during my bachelor's, I got fascinated with the world of fungi, and I am willing to apply for this particular program to know more. So that can be your story. So I have observed the rate of deforestation, the state of our environment, and the need for sustainable management. So that is related to the objective of my program. So therefore, I'm tailoring my research ideas towards bringing conservation to the people of Africa. So that is my own continent. So that is where I observed the problem. So that is like stating the problem statement and linking it with the objective of my program. I think Grace already talked about you looking into the objective of your program when writing your motivation letter. And this is what I'm doing here. In their farmlands, urban lands, urban areas, and social cycles. This is very important for people in agricultural extension. You can use these particular words. So, in the words of Sir David in the UK, this one is in the UK, and maybe I think he studied in my university. The world needs people skilled in the expertise needed to play a crucial part in solving the world's problem. You can see this quote. It relates or summarizes uh, the idea in the first paragraph. So that I think that's perfect. So after writing everything, the problem and looking the objective, I went to write about what I've done earlier. So I followed undergraduate courses on sustainable forest management, which obviously is related to Sufunama, conservation, agroforestry, forest policy and governance, and technology-driven forest monitoring. That's related to GIS. For people who are in remote sensing GIS, you can write some few courses you've completed. For me, if I'm to apply with this particular motivation letter in view, I will love to put my grade in bracket, especially if you have 89, 90, 95. In some courses, you can agree with me, Grace, that in footer, if you really love a course in my department, you can have, I think I had 98 at a point. So
Yes.
you can put those grades in brackets.
Bracket.
So to advance science, I have conducted research. This is if you have publication or if your undergraduate research is related to the objective of your program. For me, my undergraduate research was not related to Sufunama, so I did not even put. It was related to wood science, so I didn't put. But I helped a friend. With a friend, I worked together with our undergraduate research on Iru share butter, which is related to Sufunama. So luckily for me, I can put it. I have conducted research on two non-timber forest products, and I listed it. The research methodology involved relating with farmers, processors across the various production stages and marketers, and we did. Even the publication, it was published at the time. So these established grants through which more values can be obtained from the two species, while also establishing the link through which poverty can be alleviated For me now, you can see I'm even correcting my motivation letter. So we get better with time. So this is to motivate people who are already trying. Maybe you've tried 2 years ago, you've tried last year. If you look into your motivation letter now, you will be able to correct it. For me now, I will not use reduced as of now. It should be poverty could be alleviated. That's the right word. And forest conserved. So I have also supplemented my study with trainings under ITTO, UFRO, and FAO. Grace, did you have any online courses under these organizations? These are big
No.
forestry organizations. So you
No, I
had
didn't.
under Coursera, right? Did you have
Yes,
under
Coursera.
Coursera? Yeah, we have so many. You have so many
Yeah,
programs under Coursera.
so many.
You can even complete some within few hours. So I will advise people to
Yeah,
go to the website to complete.
and you can apply for
So
financial aid too.
yeah, you can. I think I did for some, but I could not complete. I could not complete the courses. So currently, so I've talked about my past experience as a student after studying with research. So I moved to currently, I serve as a project assistant at one of the NGOs I worked with after NYC. So through the NGO, I have related and educated farmers on sustainability in Oyo State, Nigeria. You can see I'm writing the country. So where is Oyo State? Don't leave questions in the mind of the reader who are choosing the awardees. This is like you are reading it for them. So let us know you through your writing. So I have also led a team to sensitize students on SDG Goal 14. I think that's okay, climate action in 4 schools. I did this during NYSC. So in pursuit of research experiences, I have volunteered as a graduate research assistant. For me now, it should be in capital letter GRA at Free Ibadan, Nigeria. So the outcome of some of the researches has been published and it will be in my CV. I don't need to rewrite here with co-authorship of professors, senior research officers, and scholars from Africa, Europe, and North America. So this shows that even though I was still in Nigeria, I was networking with people outside Nigeria, outside Africa, which is really good. I think I did well to some extent. So the second to the last paragraph, I already talked about almost everything, and now I'm coming to my program. The combination of the first year modules at the University of Göttingen, Germany, and second year modules at Bangor University, UK. So this means that I already looked through the program. I have two of the universities under the program I want to attend. This is me choosing my mobility track. Did you choose your mobility track too, Grace?
Yes,
Did you?
yes.
Yeah, okay. You had how many options? How many universities?
For the first year, for the first semester, it is fixed for University of Copenhagen. But from second
Okay,
semester, you can pick. But there are 5 universities. You can pick from.
nice. For me too, we have five. So some people started in the UK, some people started in Denmark. Few of my friends from the department, you know them now. So let me continue. So the two schools, the combination, because I'm using combination, is a perfect match for my short term and future aspirations. So I'm trying to state what my career goals are. The aspiration I talked about is to collaborate with rural dwellers and organizations to look into existing forest related challenges, then plan mitigation using nature based solutions. These are related to my experiences, the courses I've done, the objective of Sufunama, and I'm linking it to my future plans. So, on the other hand, my long term goal is to work in world class academia. We are still working towards that to conduct research and train generations of environmentalists. I think it's clear. However, all these would remain just ideas without the Erasmus Mundus scholarship. You see what I did there? Some people will write a very good motivation letter without stating the need for scholarship. So that means you need only admission. If you are not stating anything about Erasmus Mundus scholarship, because I had colleagues who actually came as self-funding students, so they won't they won't be able to differentiate if you need scholarship or you don't. So lastly, please avoid something like conclusion. In conclusion, I don't like it, and so many people have talked down on using in conclusion over the years. So as a Sufonama scholar, I would share and gain ideas from fellow students of the same program coming from different countries, build a strong network, which I've done over the years, and learn more about cultural diversity. I think, Grace, you agree with me that you can do that now. I think I've done that over the years.
Yes.
So, yeah, you've met people. You even told me you are the only African currently. So, you can, I was the
Yes.
only African too, studying in Germany. So, leveraging the time, the funds, and my supervisor's guidance available during the program, I would attend conferences to present research findings. Maybe the IFRU next year, the next IFRU conference in Switzerland, maybe I'll be there to present my
2020.
research finding. Thank you so much for
Yes.
considering my application. Kudrat Lawa. But I think I don't have anything in my head to put again. So you don't need to keep repeating your CV. You see that I, instead of writing the list of online courses I did, I just said under these organizations. Do we have any question about motivation later, the audience? Or Grace, do you have anything to share?
Yes, I think I'd like to share regarding publications.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So for me, I published my undergraduate research, but it was still in review. So I included it in my CV. Then also I had online blog publications, which I attached the
Nice.
links to my CV. Yeah, so you can have online publications. Maybe you have an interest, you can just publish something on um, a website or on a blog and post it, and you can include it in your CV.
Yeah, that's called hyperlink. You can hyperlink it to your
Yeah.
CV. And I think it will be in blue, all right? Grace,
Yes, it would. Once you attach the
perfect,
link. Yes,
perfect, perfect. And when they click the blue, they go straight to the information. It's
to the
interesting. For me
publication.
now, for my academic CV, I have something like that. For my presentation, publication, instead of just, do we have any question concerning, did you put anything like under review for your
Yes, I
publication?
did for my undergraduate
Because
research.
we need to
Yes,
tell
it was
people
still
that
under review.
we need to tell
Yes,
people that before they write, it's been
it was
published.
under
But
review. Yes, it was not yet published. It was under review, so I included it in the brackets in review.
in review, yeah, I did too. I did one when I. So, do we have any question? Um, is there any course related to education? Yeah, so many.
Yeah, lots
I
of
have in
course.
my last posted video on non-science program. You can find lots of
Yeah,
education related.
there is one I saw
Okay.
yesterday.
Can we
I
use
think
Duolingo? No. Do we have any exam on Duolingo? No, no. So I
once
would,
you check the program requirements, you would see the English tests that are accepted.
yeah, I think TOEFL always.
And
TOEFL is
IELTS, yes.
acceptable
Yeah, and sometimes I don't know, but I think sometimes they can exempt for students from like English speaking countries. So
Okay, for some programs.
Yes,
Ah,
I'm
I'm
not so
good. Like
sure.
I like to encourage people. My last live session on how to navigate
Yeah,
Erasmus Mundus catalog with two new awardees. One of the awardees, his program required
yeah, IELTS,
IELTS
yes.
or any
And he
test
didn't
score,
write.
but he
Yes, I
attached
went
proficiency letter and
to
got it.
it. Yeah,
So if you
I
do
saw.
just put all this effort,
I also.
if you do not have the financial capacity, and some people did, some people wrote IELTS and did not get it. So you can so
Yeah,
you can try if you don't have the financial capacity. However, some program will not even check the application. So it's tricky. And that's why we said God factor is the first thing too.
yeah, very
So on a
important.
platform, I keep seeing requirements such as proof of financial assets. On which platform is that? Research plan and study plan. Is it for Erasmus or for another program? These are for
Yeah,
Erasmus, I
I think
guess.
some programs require research plan. I think some Erasmus program requires research plan.
I think the host, I think the speaker should have stated that not all. So proof of financial assets, no, 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 no. I think this is from Mastercard. They ask questions a lot about financial assets. Do you have
Yes,
a
to be
house? How many
sure.
siblings? How much do you earn? Peggy, you can try to expatiate. I don't get the question. Which other question do we have? Some Erasmus program
Mm,
websites are hard to navigate. You can barely find the information. Which of them? If you can share the name, we can just go on. Okay.
yeah, they.
Can we use proficiency letter for any? I won't say any. I will not say any, but get it. You may be lucky
Because
because
some specify that you
some
submit
specified,
some
even
specify that
though
you need to
some
submit.
specified, yeah. But even though some specified, someone already won without attaching it. So I don't want to discourage anyone. If you don't have the
Yes,
financial capacity, but if you have, please do right.
but that is not to discourage you. Like,
Yeah,
just
exactly.
try
You
your
get
best because
it. You get it.
you're competing with top students too. So you need
Yeah,
to put in your
exactly.
best.
We have, I think, we have a maximum of 3 slots per country. So you can say that's the maximum. So for Nigeria, for your program now, you are the only one. So that means
Yeah.
the 2 other slots went to other countries.
Yes.
So during
Yeah.
in 2021, when I applied for Sufunama, IELTS was not mandated. It was application fee. So you can find some program with application fee under Erasmus. So that was when my friends Sheung, Olamide, and Motorayo won. So they were the 3. So when they reached out to me that they are now 3, I just gave up because we have maximum of 3. So the following year I won, and I think, how do you, Grace? What can you say about relating with people with like minds? People want scholarship too for
Yeah.
motivation.
It is.
Yeah,
It's, yeah. It is very important to relate with like minds
yeah,
because that's where you draw motivation from. Like when you have people that
yes,
motivate you and you get to like do things together, tend to like search for how to improve your motivation letter, search for how to improve your CV and all of that. It is very pertinent to relate with like minds because that is where you draw motivation
yeah,
from.
yeah,
Because even
yeah.
when you're tired and you have like,
Exactly,
oh, I want to get this, so you get motivated.
exactly. Yeah, and I have people asking for Grace contact. I would love to state that Grace just resumed, and she is extremely busy. So if you drop questions for her on LinkedIn or under this video, I think I would advise
Yeah,
you to drop comments under this video because she's extremely busy just navigating the new studying environment and syllabus and style. So it is, I understand how it is for first year. So she's busy. I'm through with my thesis, I can answer questions. So you should spare grace. So
So
I
if
love
you
to
have
state that.
questions, you can
Yeah,
always
put under the comment
yeah.
section. My friends who are awardees too can just come around to answer questions. So is it possible to have a WhatsApp group so that we can have access? We already have a page on LinkedIn and Facebook for Erasmus Mundus Nigeria. However, you can, I don't want to have a group. It's always, well, it's good to, uh, I don't know what to say. Maybe before I end this session, maybe we can have a group. Yeah, yes, it is. Okay, let's go through the. Thank you, Yomi. Yeah, it is short and it has everything. Your story will be different, but there must be a way to. Thank you, Sadi. Can I apply for Erasmus with tutu? You can apply, but you should have different. I have people who already won with tutu and masters from Nigeria, so they have something to back the tutu up. With tutu, we
Supplement.
call, yeah, you get a supplement. With work experiences, with, I think, yeah, people have won over the
Research
years tutu.
experience, but
Publications, yeah, not just tutu. Just tutu alone on the CV. No, I will not advise that.
because you are competing with
You
best
get
students too.
it.
So
You are competing with, you are not
you know,
a bad student too, but just some people just have
yeah.
tutu based on circumstances, maybe 3.48. I have people who already who have 3.48. That's tutu. It doesn't matter. I have a lot of speakers on my platform who had two already got masters and now moving to PhD. So it doesn't matter. So one program requested for proposed study plan. What does it mean? Uh, please put the question after posting on YouTube. Please put the question again on the comment section. I have friends who did same for, I think he did for public health or something. So I can reach out to him to answer the question. My program did not. Did you do any interview, Grace?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so I didn't
Some
too.
program
But for
require an interview.
yeah,
Yeah.
for Med 4, there is they have interview for Med 4.
So all of
And
these
Med 4,
requirements are just program specific. Just need to
you
check the
get it.
requirements for your
You get it.
program.
So I think we had someone who said one is hard to navigate. What's the program? We can,
Yeah.
okay, ECT. What's ECT? That's what I'm saying. I don't know what ECT is. But I guess it's toxicology something. Because I reviewed something on. Please, what's ECT? Eh,
E6 plus.
so, Grace, what advice do you have for me if I'm, uh, I'm asked to pick between going for NYSC or going for my leaving NYSC or leaving my Erasmus program? That's funny.
That's funny. I really don't know how to answer the question, but it's all dependent on you, you know.
Yes, so thank you, thank
But
you. Just
yes,
go for the
it's all dependent
one
on
that
yeah
means a lot to you. Hmm.
to you at that
Can
time.
go for
Yeah.
NYSC, yeah. I can go for.
Yes, and during your
So
NYSC, you can apply for your scholarship, and you can apply before you go for NYSC. It all depends on you.
So for people who are engaged, looking forward to getting married or married, does Erasmus allow married people?
Yes,
Thank you.
yes,
Thank you.
yes, it does.
I have a video on that. I'm scheduling another one for different locations. So they allow,
Yes.
I'm married too. So they allow people to come in with their spouses. However, it depends on
That's
the
awesome.
country you are going to study, where you are going to for your studies. Someone said, please leave NYSC. Okay, we got the name now. Environmental contamination and toxicology. Let's try to help if we can. They said it's hard to navigate. I don't agree with that. It's hard. Grace, do you think conferences, webinars, workshop can have a place in the motivation letter for people who already have things like this?
Yes, I think it depends on the word limits of your motivation.
That's the issue.
So you need
The word
to include
limit
relevant because that is the only opportunity for you to sell yourself. So you need
to
that's it.
sincerely. For
So
me,
you
it
need
was a page. For you, it was 500 words.
yes,
For my other program, it was 500 characters. So that means the space
including
counts,
commas and yeah, space.
increase, including the
So
full stop, the commas.
yeah.
So
So you
everything
need to
counts.
include what you think is very relevant and what
I
can
think
put you more.
I'm finding it difficult to find my essay because I copied and pasted on the application page. But I'll try hard to find it and share on another video because it's really difficult. I'll try to share my CV too. So this will guide people, especially who are applying for the first time. Okay, okay, I found it. It's up. Present. So I'm taking grace time. So we'll be rounding up after this. If we don't have any other question, Grace, can you see that
Yes.
clearly? Okay. So someone said it is hard to navigate. How? This is the opportunity. This is the course guide. So what's the question? What's the question? So you have to download this. The program guide is just this PDF. So what's the question? What's new? So I can
I
just
think
go
the
back
person
now.
program website.
Like, so this is the website.
Oh,
Maybe the person is confused because of this page. So just go to home. And because it is not open currently, that's why. How to take part. Uh-huh. That's where you have how to apply.
how to apply non-EU citizen.
That's the meaning. That's the meaning of how to take part. Sometimes can be confusing. So which countries does Erasmus cover? Okay,
I
individual
think
applicants. Grace, can you check for me if the person already have any question?
no, the person doesn't.
I think it's clear. When the program gets open, it will get clearer.
Yeah.
So I am a non-EU citizen. Can I
Non-EU
take part?
citizen.
So there will be a place to take part here when it gets opened. And make sure it is opened. You can apply. Let me check for you if you can apply for it this year. Some programs can be toxicology.
Yeah.
So we are rounding up. If you have no more questions, thank you so much, Grace, for gracing the live session. Thank you. I can't find I can't find anywhere. Self-funding students, okay. False. Okay, they are just stating news about those that resumed, that just resumed.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing application for new self-funded student is open. So applicants, please check that you have scholarship. If you are really confused, go to this email. They will reply. Trust me, they will reply. Just send. I'm a prospective scholar under environmental contamination and toxicology. So I'm looking forward to the application opening in 2024. Do we have Erasmus Mundus Scholarship for the 2025 to 2027 awardees or set? They will reply. So, okay, we have no other questions. How were you able to write 500 characters? The program I want 600. You can see now. So you write, no paparazzi. If you are Yoruba, I'll try to find, I'll find my essay. Just, oh, I forget to say that. Please subscribe to my channel, please. Please do. Thank you. I must find the essay. This is really hard. I think I sent to my friend Adu before I submitted, and he just went through it that day and I submitted. So I'll check the email. So it means that no introduction. Go straight to answering the question. So if they say, what do you need? What do you think European forestry can offer you? You don't go by saying, I already have some online courses under FA. That's not needed. As a scholar, comma, it will give me opportunity to network with professors, uh, colleagues from with multinational backgrounds. Just go to the point, straight to the point. But I'll find it. Omani Ife, please come back to the channel to check the essay and character, how to do that. That would be helpful. Okay. Can I get a link, please? Which link?
Once you check the catalog, the link will pop up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The link to
Thank
this
you, Grace. Thank you, Kudrat. More
yeah,
blessings. Yeah. Please don't forget to subscribe. I think we
it's
come
up.
to the end of the session. I'm really happy that we did this, Grace.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
I
Thank you for
appreciate
the
you so much.
you too.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. See you next time, our audience. All the best in the EU, Grace. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. That's good.